Today's unboxing is on collagen. Actually, this is UC2, undenatured collagen type 2. And I will put a link down below on the previous video I did on collagen. There are benefits to collagen. I have to admit, with my vegan experiment, I've been vegan now for about 6 months. One of the drawbacks is that it's possible to get collagen in a vegan platform. It's just challenging. Same thing with keto. You can do it even if you are vegan, but it takes a lot of planning. I mean, keto itself takes a lot of planning, and I keep on talking bad about keto, but I will be giving a keto tutorial soon, so stay subscribed and you'll see when I put it out. So that's the brand, Now Foods. I love Now Foods. They have Now Foods is what Fruitful Yield sells mostly. Fruitful Yield is a vitamin shop, Bloomingdale, South Elgin, Hoffman Estates, a couple other places, Naperville, and I think their product is good. There was research specifically on this, but it was derived or paid for, funded by Pfizer, and Pfizer is where this powder originates from. So it certainly could be biased. Here is the capsule of the collagen. Well, they just call it UC2. And so the objective is, no smell, the objective is to figure out if having collagen is important, and I think it is. All the data out there says it does work. Think of it this way. I think a lot of people in dermatology offices will use collagen to try to get our wrinkles away, especially as you get older. As you get older, we produce our own collagen. Even so, if you are vegetarian or vegan, you'll still be able to produce it. You have to try to provide your body with the basic building blocks of amino acids, and it's possible. But as you get older, the collagen that is put out at a slower pace. So when you have less collagen, you have less elasticity. Collagen is the basic building block for connective tissue, bone, skin, tendon. So when you have less of it, things weaken. You'll see wrinkles get deeper. I've always been told by other people that have known me for a long time, you haven't changed much. But I have an advantage in that I had wrinkles on my forehead when I was a little kid, when I was in high school and college. So the wrinkles that everybody made fun of when I was in college, I still have them, so maybe I haven't changed, but I kind of looked old back then. So there are some good studies that show that they're a little bit underpowered, but we call them pilot studies. They do show that there has been some benefit with the use of collagen. Specifically type 2, and again, see my video for more details on the collagen types, in decreasing the depth of wrinkles. So if that's what you're looking for, cool. You might want to invest. If you do invest in something though, take it and don't change anything else and see if you can notice a difference, or if your family members notice a difference. Take some before and after pictures, but it will take at least 3 to 6 months to notice. And the only problem is, at least up in Chicago, if you're doing it now and it's February, March, 6 months will put you right into summer, and that is a variable that might change the wrinkle elasticity or the way your outward appearance looks. So you shouldn't do it now. I'd probably say try it from May until maybe early or late fall, early winter, or at the beginning of winter till now. That's a good 6 months that the weather doesn't change, so it can't be a variable. If you have a variable and you get outside, take care of your skin more, or you're out in the garden taking showers more, and you take this, you're not going to know. Is it the weather? Is it the showering? Is it the soap you're using? Or is it this? So keep all variables stable for this experiment to work. But if you are going to try it for bone pain or joint pain, that sounds interesting to me. Now, in the 90s, they used to suggest glucosamine sulfate, 1,500 milligrams, for people with knee pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, finger pain, arthritis. And they used it in Germany a long time before the 90s, but I was looking for alternatives aside from using anti-inflammatories. I'm very good with picking out which anti-inflammatory, if you go with the prescription, will be better for your health and how long to use it. Even topical anti-inflammatories from my compounding friends at Wholesome Health Pharmacy. I think they can do things better than you trying to afford that Pensed or that Voltaren solution, which is really cool but super expensive. Matt and his crew at Wholesome Health can compound something with an anti-inflammatory, something with a little bit of oil, something with a little bit of muscle relaxer, something with a little bit of maybe CBD, but it's nice because you can put the whole thing in one and pay less than what you pay for at the pharmacy. So something to keep in mind, but I digress. The studies in the 90s showed that glucosamine sulfate would improve range of motion in knees within 3 to 6 months. The only problem with glucosamine sulfate is that it's an herb. It's a natural herb. It comes from seashells mostly, but the only problem is that it can cause an upset stomach. So I have to be careful with my patients. Usually well, not usually, but this collagen, at least in the early studies, both by Pfizer, which I said might be biased towards their product, or Penn State and their Department of Athletics, I think the exercise physiology department there, did a study on their athletes too. And there was a subjective improvement in knee pain and quality of aches and pains after taking their brand of collagen. That wasn't this. So I think there's great uses for collagen, especially as you get older. If you are vegetarian or vegan, if you're vegetarian, it's worth it. If you're vegan, this does come from animal products. Specifically, type 2 collagen comes from cow, pig, chicken, and fish, and sometimes eggshell too. So you are going to be ingesting animal product. I think that's the only thing challenging. I'm an athlete, and right now I'm a vegan, so it is challenging to get the protein. And I did do the video on collagen before showing a big vat of protein, but if I do already, I take MCT oil and I do protein now, this already fills up my almond milk. And if I do collagen in powder form, it'll be just too much milk or too much liquid. I certainly can use water too, but so that's why I decided this might be easier. You saw the size of the capsule, it might be an easier foray. Now, if you buy your own collagen you should get the suggestions that have been studied before. Unfortunately, my usual go-to, consumerlab.com, they independently check different brands off the shelf. They haven't done anything for collagen, so I'm at a loss as far as which brand to go with. That's why I read the studies and I go with the brand Now Foods that I trust. There's also other ones out there, Garden of Life. There's Dr. Josh Axe's form, Ancient something or other, but I believe they were bought by Nestle. So I hope they keep their blends very stable and non-GMO, but we'll have to see how that goes. The same thing happened with New Chapter. They were bought out by Procter & Gamble about 15 years ago, and I haven't really touched their products since, so don't sell out. Anyway, one capsule twice a day will do the trick, and if you read your own, if you're looking for your own collagen, whether in powder or pill form, it's unusual because there's either a protein matrix or a collagen peptide matrix you're going to get in powder form or in pill form. If you get it in pill form, it'll range from about 6 grams to 11, I've seen, in pill form. If you get it in powder form, they measure it differently. 1,000 to 3,000 grams of proprietary blend, and again, you can do so. You can't compare powder to capsules head to head and say I'm just going to take this. But again, if you're full of powder already, you just want to do a capsule, this might be a nice venture. Do it for about 3 months and see what happens, and make know the changes. Take some pictures in the same shade or in the same lighting, and you'll hopefully see a difference. Or if you're using it for pain, continue with the usual workout. Don't change too much, and unfortunately, St. Paddy's Day race is coming up, racing season's coming up. I'll probably be hiking outside, so I'm going to change some activity. I'm going to try this now to see if it changes some of my aches and pains from being so pain in the butt. So we'll see. Otherwise, if you are if you're thinking about collagen, this might be a nice option. If you have a preference and you don't take as many powders, you might want to do a powder form. But whatever you do, twice a day, do it for about 3 months. Hopefully, it gives you some kind of relief, or at least you see some changes. If you don't, I'd probably say go back to the old school and just take care of your skin or take care of your joints, physical therapy, hydration, and proper eating.